Hello folks, it's Nana Jail54 Janet. Hello and lockdown. I want to show you guys some things that I've been doing to keep myself busy. I don't know why, but a lot of people when they're home, their house is clean because they clean up after themselves constantly. I do it, but it just seems the more I do, the more messy it gets. I guess it's because it's lockdown and I'm kind of like I can't focus on one thing, so I start doing everything and then it all falls apart. But anyway, I made chicken soup, homemade chicken soup today. And the only thing missing from my recipe is I did not have any calabaza, which is like a Spanish pumpkin. And but there's plantains in there and onions and chicken and carrots and seasoning. So I made that, and I already gave half of it to my neighbor. They went and got groceries for us because my husband and I are both, we're getting up there and we both have had our things. I had a transplant. He had some heart disease, so we're staying in. And I've got, hold on, coconut cake is going to be happening in the next couple of days. My neighbor told me, because I'm sharing everything with my neighbor, and my neighbor said they can't fit into their clothes anymore. They said give them a break, because I made a peach cobbler for them too. So I told them if I make this cake, they have to take half of it. So I got to wait a couple of days before I make that. And the other thing is that I have been doing is, that's Petunia's mess, and that's still Christmas in that corner. So anyway, I digress. I'm getting a jump start on my Christmas presents. I try to make something, a little handmade something for my granddaughters every year. I don't know that I did it last year, but so I wanted to do the Nutcracker theme. These are, I don't know if they make these anymore. These were the panels that came from Joann's. I ordered them at joanns.com a while ago, and so I decided to go ahead and start. So I have the beads. I bought tons of different color string beads, and I've been beading them, and I put a little seam binding in places on the hem and some sequins. And so this one's not done yet. Some little bugle beads here. So I'm gonna be beading all of them and then making them into like little tall pillows for the girls, for all 5 of my granddaughters. So 2 of them are going to get the Nutcracker ballet dancer, whatever her name is. And 2 of them are going to get the Rat King. And then 1 is going to get the soldier. So that's something else that I've been doing. And the other thing is that this quilt that you see in some of my videos, this quilt is very, very old. I can tell, like, this is feed sack material right here. And I believe this is feed sack material. Back in the day, when my mom was a girl, they used to feed flour sack, not feed sack, flour sack. Flour and sugar and those things came in fabric sacks. So let me go around here and sit down. And they used to make clothes from the feed sacks, and they would piece them together and make dresses and things. Well, these are all scraps from, not that I knew anybody that belonged to these things, but I could tell by the fabric. So this is somebody's family fabric. And I got this quilt in at the bins in at the Goodwill bins in Melbourne. And it was a hot mess when I got it. It was stained and pretty bad. But I knew this was special because it's all pieced together, uneven pieces. And somebody worked hard to make this, for warmth and comfort. So it's got cigarette stains on the back. Not stains, cigarette holes in the back and stuff that were burnt right through. But what I did was, on another trip, I found a plastic bag full of these vintage fabric squares that someone started. They started a quilt, but they didn't get past sewing these little sections together. So they were like all like like kinds pinned together. So what I did was I took them and I patched over the holes in this, and the holes are all over, and also some of the edges were coming loose. So wherever there was something coming loose, I took those patches. I could show you another one here, and I sewed. And there's patches all, it's kind of like funny because there's patches all, there's another one right there that I sewed on. So it's a patchwork on top of a patchwork. And it's been fun for me to do, and every once in a while I find an edge that frays and then I put another patch. Here's another patch. So I love this. And so I just wanted to show you that and what I'm working on. And now's a good time to start your, you know, if you think that you want to make something for someone for Christmas, now's a good time. And also I'm going to be, I think I might be starting on my Christmas tags that I make for church every year. So you guys, I hope you're doing something positive to, you know, help you get through this time. And there's always something, you know, around the house we can find to do. And I like to start my morning every morning thanking God for the many blessings and knowing that this is this thing that's happening all around the world is it's not from God, but God can use it. And I'm hoping and praying that he uses it in our lives to make our lives better. Sometimes destruction can bring new light and new life. So just praying for everybody, and stay safe out there and stay inside. I know 80-year-old people that are going to CVS because they want something, and don't do that. Stay inside and see if you can't impose upon somebody to help you out. And if you are young and healthy and can go and do something on behalf of someone that doesn't want to ask, offer and see if you can do something kind for someone. Because I know I appreciate my neighbors getting things for me and bringing them in so that my husband and I don't have to go out. So God bless you all. Bye-bye.